Hey everybody, I'm Teresa.
And I am Ronnie.
We're the Traveling Gilberts.
And we're coming at you again with cruise tips for first-time cruisers and maybe some seasoned cruisers too.
I think these tips this time are probably primarily for seasoned cruisers.
Well, they could be for the newbies too, because we are a want what we want when we want it society.
Oh, that's true.
So I would say these are the don'ts of cruising. Don't do this stuff.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You know, there's so many things. There's so many things, incidences maybe? Incidents that have happened that we've witnessed on cruise ships that, you shake your head. You know, you've seen it at the store and you shake your head. You don't want to have to shake your head. And the thing is, so many of y'all are doing this. We know y'all doing it because it ain't just one or two people. It happens. It happens on all the cruises. Are you guilty? Are you guilty?
We're gonna show you a little cruise etiquette. Talk to you about a little cruise etiquette.
So, don't be mad. Try not to be mad.
Or get mad.
Okay. But here we go. First thing, the kind of a pet peeve of everybody's on the planet. And somebody's doing it because somebody does it every cruise. More than one person does it every cruise.
Somebody's doing it.
A lot of people do this. And that is, they run down to the Lido at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And they stake out a chair. And they put their big, War Worlds, some big War and Peace books, set it down, and they
clip their towel on it,
and they leave.
Yeah, or they leave Grandma down there for like 5 hours with 12 chairs saved.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I understand if you set your book down, you want to go get a burger, you want to go get a plate of something, go get your plate of something, but come back, Just don't be gone for hours on end. Some of them go back, and I know some of y'all go back and go to bed. Mm-hmm. And then get up and go find your chair.
Right. Don't come save your chair and go to breakfast at the buffet.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Or brunch. Don't do that. That is not fair to anybody else.
It's rude.
It is so rude. And don't be mad when Mama T's sitting in your chair. Just saying.
That's true. And one of the last cruises we were on, I kid you not, they had the older lady sit there and she had 5 chairs. And
for hours.
While we were there, no one ever used them. Mm-mm. No one ever used them.
And no, we weren't sitting there watching the chairs. No, we weren't doing that. We were actually utilizing the pool and the hot tub and the chairs that we got that weren't.
Well, I was in my chair the whole time. I was in my chair the whole time, and I'm just sitting there going, I could have had her chair, but anyway.
Okay, so I'm not mad at you. I'm over my
just
anger.
Do better.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Let everybody have a shot at the chairs. If you need it, use your chair. When you're done, get your stuff and go and let somebody else have a shot. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, second thing.
That one gets me fired up.
It gets fired. It gets a little rough. Because it's been going on for years and years and years. And it still goes on. And I'm sure some of y'all say, I'm still going to do it. But there it is. It's out there.
I'm still going to sit in your chair.
Second thing is buffet etiquette. Buffet etiquette, guys. Don't run up there and touch every little something or another. Oh, ain't the one I want. Don't grab, don't do that.
Don't pick up every piece of chicken.
And control your little 10, 11-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, whatever, and with the snotty nose, and he's like, oh, look at this, Mama. And she said, put that back down. Mm-hmm. And it's like, don't put it back down. Put it on your plate and throw it away.
Yeah. Think of it like this. If you're cooking at home and you don't trust your child to come in there and stir the beans or the peas or whatever you're cooking because you know they're nasty, don't let them go to the buffet like that.
Yeah. Fix their plate for them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the best way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the grown people don't go be touching stuff. Don't touch stuff with your hand. Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't grab the rolls with your hands. And don't do that. And don't crowd me. Ooh. I need space. I need space. If I'm making a salad and you want something that's in front of me, go ahead on. I don't care. You ain't gotta wait behind me, but don't come up on me.
And say, I need some of that lettuce you got right there in front of you. I
Oh,
want that lettuce.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And we talked about this before, but I'm going to mention it again. On the first day of the cruise, when you brought all your luggage, because you shouldn't have done that, you should have checked your luggage, and you need someplace to sit, and it's hot outside, don't take up all the chairs when you're not eating.
Yeah. If you're going to eat.
It's crowded in there. And even throughout the cruise, for breakfast and so forth, it is crowded, and it's hard to find a seat. So if you're not eating, don't sit in the buffet, the dining hall chairs.
No, there's plenty of seating all around the cruise ship. I mean,
yeah.
you don't have to go to the buffet.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
Go explore, find you another seat. You'll probably be a lot more comfortable too.
Hey, go to the library. Ain't nobody ever in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for them people play cards and Pekino and all those things.
What else about the buffet, baby?
I don't think there's anything
I don't
else.
even
It's
care
just,
if you get all the crab legs.
Like
You can take all the crab legs.
yeah. I don't mind. Hey, if you're ahead of me and there's the last piece of chicken, take it. You know, I don't mind. It's just just have a little etiquette.
Yeah.
Don't be rude.
Yeah.
All right, we get off of that. Next thing, I've seen people do it. A lot of people do it, and that is remove their gratuities. Now look, you can prepay your gratuities before a cruise. We do. I mean, that's what we do. You know, it's just part of the cruise. It's part of these people's salary, and I think they try to do. You know, sometimes service is not that great, but guess what? I think they're doing the best they can. Sometimes they're shorthanded, and things just happen.
Especially since cruising has started back, they still don't seem like they have. It's Carnival, especially.
Well, we've been on a couple of cruises, and some have, and some haven't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's that. But the thing is, some people go down and they remove their gratuities. Because the thing is, they're going to put gratuities on you, even if you don't prepay them. They're going to put the gratuities on, and you can get it removed. I mean, you can get it removed and say, "Oh, I'm not doing that," or whatever. But it's just not good.
Don't do that. It's not your responsibility to pay their salary. It should be part of the crew, the fare. It is actually. I mean, because they do add it on there, and they just show this is the breakdown of it. Basically, they could charge us that and not even show the breakdown, and we would never know. But these people are working hard. I don't know that I've ever encountered anyone that was just
not
ugly.
doing
just
something.
rude and ugly, on the ships. I mean, we've had some that, were not the nicest, but we have definitely had way more that were. And you live in America, and this is a society we have created. We are over tippers, but in this situation, you're not over tipping.
And like I said, they are using it as part of their salary. So it's like, hey, it's one of them things. I think you need to do it. But if you remove it, just don't tell me. Mm-hmm. Don't tell me. I don't want to.
Yeah, and if they give you outstanding service and you feel like you want to give them a little bit more, give that individual a little bit more.
Absolutely. Bartenders and all around. I mean,
bring them candy and razors and nail files, and there's all kinds of different things like that they can use.
Yeah, and you can just say, I appreciate you, and that goes a long way too.
Yeah.
It really does. Then that kind of leads into the next thing, being rude to the staff.
Yes.
Come on, guys. They're not your servants. Let's get that out there right now. I mean, there are waiters and all these kind of things, and they're bartenders, and, but the thing is, that's their job. I mean, they're not at your beck and call, although they try to be. Mm-hmm. But the thing is don't be rude. I mean, don't be rude.
You have to remember, a lot of these people are working 12, 14, 16
and sometimes
hour days.
They don't understand you.
Yeah. Oh, that's true too.
I mean, sometimes they're not getting what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, occasionally that's the case, but they're overworked for sure. Definitely overworked, and they deserve common respect just like anybody else does. So yeah, don't be that guy.
Yeah, just don't be rude. I'm gonna say being nice goes a long way.
Mm-hmm. And if you have a legitimate complaint, great. Go to guest services, file your complaint. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, because we've had things that we needed to complain about. I mean,
and the thing is too, those people can deal with the rudeness because they deal with it every single day.
Well, you have to
because
be rude to file a complaint.
But I'm just saying, when people go down though, they're upset a lot of times.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
So the guest service people, they're the ones can handle you. They can take care of you. You know, the regular person, they're not going to be able to really fix it.
Yeah,
you know?
we were on a ship one time with some other people, and the food was just subpar. I mean, it was just not good.
That just wasn't
good. And these people were platinum and been cruising forever, and they just, it was disappointing. And one of the people with us went to guest services and said, "Hey, this is what's been happening. Everything's been cold, or Now we did have an experience in the steakhouse that was a little abnormal, but They were okay. I'm gonna tell you. They brought my husband the wrong glass of wine. Doesn't drink wine, but he ordered some Chardonnay, which is what I drink. And this was our second glass. So he had one glass of Chardonnay. We ordered it again. They brought mine. Mine was good. He tasted his and he goes, "This doesn't taste right."
This is not what I've been drinking. That's what I said. I don't know that about wine.
Right.
So I'm like, but this is not what I've been drinking.
So I tasted it and I go, "Oh no, that's Moscato." So we called the waitress back over. She goes, "No, it's Chardonnay." I was like, "No, it's Moscato." She picks it up.
She picks her and she
Chardonnay.
sticks her nose in my glass and went, "It's Chardonnay."
I went, "No, it's Moscato." Now, in that situation, you can be a little bit rude. But obviously it wasn't Chardonnay, and they did finally replace it. But
the glass. They replaced the glass.
Anyway, they went to guest services, filed a complaint, and they were like, "Hey, we want to make sure you get better service at your next dinner, whatever." And we did. It was great. So there's nothing wrong with that. If you're you do pay a lot of money for these cruises, so if you need to file a complaint, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, just I guess a lot of times just mentioning it we'll get it get it taken care of.
Yep. Okay.
This is a big one, guys. This is one that it ain't got nothing to do with cruising. I mean,
Although you experience it a lot on cruising because you use these a lot
more on cruising, but it's the elevators. The elevators. Do not, when the doors open, go rushing in.
When you just walked up and there's 10 people in front of you. That's been standing there waiting.
Not even that. That's a whole different thing.
Oh, you mean before everybody else gets off?
I'm just saying nobody's gotten off yet.
Yes. Gosh almighty.
And you just run up on, and I'm like, I'm trying to get off, and and then they finally go, "Oh," and they step aside. Just don't bum rush the elevator.
Yeah, don't do that. Wait till the people get off the elevator. I promise you it's not going anywhere.
It happens
and then you can get
all the
on
time.
after the 10 people that were there waiting before you get on. Then you can get on.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, it does. All the time.
So that's what I was talking about. But what was you saying there, baby?
Yeah, when there's 10 people standing there in the corridor waiting for the elevators, you got elevators here, you have elevators here. Well, they're standing here. You just walk up. The one behind them happens to open. Before they even have a chance to turn around, you running for the elevator because you got to get on there first. Trust me, the ship is not going anywhere. Wherever you're going is still going to be there. We're on a ship in the ocean.
In the ocean.
The ocean. It ain't going nowhere. I promise you. So don't do that. Be polite. The people that were waiting there first, once the other people get off the elevator, let them get on. If there's room for you, then get on. If they ain't, wait on the next one. It's not that big a deal.
It's not that big a deal.
But it's a big deal to me when you do it.
So, these are the don'ts. These are the don'ts. Some of the big don'ts.
Yeah.
What are your don'ts? What gets on your nerves?
Yeah.
What is a pet peeve? I don't know that I may not say it, it's gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. This video is not gonna change a thing. But is there something that irritates you? Or because I'm a go with the flow kind of guy. I'm like, there's people gonna be rude. There's people gonna do this. There's people gonna do that. And I just keep on chilling.
Yeah, we both typically do, even though I be doing the head bobbing behind your back.
Yeah, we'll talk about you later at the bar. You say, "Hey, did you see that silly son of a bitch?" But anyway, okay, there it is.
Yep.
All right, we are here for He Said, She Said. What's your biggest don't? What's the one? What's the one that if you, all the list of everything that we have talked about, you could just rip one out and that'll never happen again, what is it? See what I did there?
See, it's gonna. I'm fixing to ruffle some feathers.
Roughly.
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers because I'm gonna be talking about your babies.
Oh,
I'm talking about your babies.
Something new. It's something new. She bringing it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's not against the rules. You can do it if you want to. On a ship, only. Don't bring your children to a bar. Don't let your children walk through the casino. Don't let your children come to the piano bar. The piano bar is not against the rules. Just don't do it. Just don't. Because it is takes away from the experience of the adults, because we feel like then we can't do what we want to do. If we want to drink and cuss or whatever we want to do, we can't do that because your baby's sitting there watching us trying to sing with the piano man because now he's singing Disney songs because your baby's sitting there. Don't do that. Don't let your baby sit at the Alchemy Bar seat. I know that they're going to be serving drinks for children now. Don't let them sit at the bar. Don't do that. It is a bar. They serve alcohol, not food. You couldn't do it here. You shouldn't do it there.
Ooh,
don't do it.
You can't do it here. So why should you be able to do it on a cruise ship?
So what are your thoughts on it? Do you agree or disagree?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I agree because like I said, if a child cannot go to a bar anywhere else, why should he be able to go to a bar on a Carnival cruise ship or any cruise ship or a casino for that matter?
For once, he's right.
You know, you can't. I know I was on the Harmony of the Seas. Kid you not, this lady come because I don't gamble. We were in the casino. My wife's doing her gambling. I'm doing my drinking, watching some sports. Woman comes in, sets 2 kids in the same seat. That's how small they were. And Mama will be back in a minute, and she runs off to go gamble. And I'm like, And then finally somebody came over and they said,
that is legitimately against the rules.
Yeah.
But there are situations where they're not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But don't be that person that does that just because you know they're not going to say anything to you. It's not right.
Well, even John Hill, he's actually one of his little Facebook posts. He's actually addressed the kids in the piano bar, and he's like, shouldn't they be able to be there till like 9:30 or 9 or 10? And I'm like, no, it's a bar.
It's a bar.
No.
What do you think? You think the kids should be allowed? You think they should be allowed to sit at the Alchemy Bar? Because, like I said, they're serving kids drinks now. They're going to be serving these little mixed mocktails or whatever.
Yep.
Do you think they should be allowed to sit at the Alchemy Bar? To take your stool?
Because there's only a few
limited stools at the Alchemy Bar. Do you want to see a 9-year-old sitting there? Let me know what you think.
Yeah, like I said, there's certain things that kids can't do here. So they shouldn't be able. I don't think they should be able to do it on a cruise ship.
Nope.
I mean, they shouldn't be allowed at Love and Marriage. They should not. Of course, they're not allowed at Quest. And parents need to do their job, I think.
How many times at Love and Marriage do they say, we are letting you know now,
Yep.
This is 18 and over. There are going to be things and innuendos thrown out. And Sister Susie again.
Yep.
What's she doing? She's sitting there with her 6-year-old and her 9-year-old and her 12-year-old, and they all giggling.
Yep.
I mean...
But the thing is, guys, I know you're going to come in, well, there ain't a whole lot for a child to do at night or whatever. I mean, save up for a Disney cruise. I mean, that's what you need to do.
But there is. I mean, they do have
But
the
not a
programs
bar,
for the
though.
kids. Oh,
But
no,
not
well,
a
they
bar.
shouldn't go to a bar.
Not a bar.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot for kids to do, though, in the
There
evening
is,
if they
there is.
participate with the group settings that are there.
Yeah, but a lot of
anyway,
them want to be attached to Mama's hip. You
Yeah.
know how that goes.
This is a very negative vlog. We're sorry about that. Every once in a while, we have to get down and dirty.
Yeah, because y'all experience this stuff. You know you do. And like I said, some of y'all guilty. You're guilty.
We love you, babies, though.
We do.
We do.
We love everybody.
Outside of the bars.
So, until next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're going to be doing these videos, every Saturday and Wednesday? We premiering them.
The premiere them at 6:30 on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and we go live on Saturdays at 7.
Yep, and
That's Central
we'll
Time.
do it until we have nothing else to talk about. So, thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good one.